Satura the Dark here and Percy the Dark Knight. They actually are a very fitting couple. Now that I think about it, I'm really glad that they gave me her. Alright, so the units that I need to worry about here are the High Elf Storm Sisters. They have a lot of resistance, but their physical defense is definitely lacking. It's more their Shock Bolts that I'm worried about, and maybe their Inflict Stunning Touch. They are not in defensive stance. They did indeed attack Percy, so I'm going to take this opportunity to... I'm going to move these Civic Guards up and attack them from the side to turn them so that my Knights can come in and get a flanking attack. And I got a critical hit from that, so I think I could get a flanking. No, sadly, I needed to turn her just one more turn. Can't finish her off with that. Well, there's a very low chance. I mean, if I get the highest roll possible, she will die. So I'm going to just move up Satura, and she's going to cast some Spirit Rays. Wow, 2 damage. That is not what I was hoping. Alright, let's see if he can finish her off. Ooh, critical hit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the swordsmen are the only thing that we have to worry about now. The initiates, they could do some decent lightning shock, but they can only attack once per turn with that ability. So let's not put these guys into danger range of these guys. Maybe one attack wouldn't hurt them. So I'll just defend against that. Gonna bring up Percy over here to the side, and I think I'm gonna try to inflict a chill, or nah, he's just gonna go charge straight in there. He doesn't have the time for this shit. Ooh, he even got a lucky. Almost killed him as well. Ah. I don't know why, but double lucky, awesome. I just didn't think, for some reason, I didn't process that they would attack my cavalry. Like, obviously they would. They're undefended and gonna be flanked. They didn't do enough damage to do any harm, though. So let's play around with them a little bit. Turn them. They got lucky, but it did turn them around. Now I can cast my heal spell on them. And hit them with some... I can actually get a lot of experience right here, because now they got the bonus defense from the Bestow Iron Heart, and they're almost full health, so my cavalry can actually attack. And even though they may counterattack if I don't kill them in the first 2 hits, they'll get some more experience for taking a hit, so let's do that. Yep, indeed, they leveled up. 1 rank to go before they become knights. Right now they are experts. And I want Percy to get the hit here. I'm not trying to level up my Civic Guards anymore. Sadly, with the line of sight, he might not even finish it off. Nope, let's just kill him. No mercy to the elves. Okay, so exactly what I wanted. Either the observatory... Now, this is a tough choice. The observatory gives additional 10 knowledge, which is great for every turn thereafter, and a +1 domain radius, which will actually put my cleared mana node inside of my city. And then the Siege Workshop gives a bonus 10 additional production, which is great. I don't know if it'll give me an immediate benefit, but the Trebuchet and access to Trebuchets, which I'm not planning on sieging any city yet, because the city that's closest to me that I know of is pretty far away. So we're going to go ahead and get the observatory. That definitely helps expand my borders. And not only that, it speeds up my research, which happens to have just finished this turn. So now my cities have what was it? It wasn't expansionism. It was what did we just get? Fertility rights. Yes, that increases our population growth. So next, expansionism would be great. That really helps the city boon at the beginning, doubling their population growth and adding additional 20 production. So you can get those much needed builders hall, storehouse, and other buildings that you need to really get your city going. That's a tough one. I don't really even have a large army, so Inspire Loyalty won't really be that big of a deal. Percy has yet to learn and unlock any of his magic. Having Fireball or Last Stand would be really awesome as well. It's a tough choice. I'm going to go with Expansionism for right now. That'll be my last thing I need, I think, to really get my next city kick-started. I'm going to be building it over here. In fact, now that my borders grew, my next thing after this barracks finishes, and maybe building one army unit, I'm going to probably build my human settler, because it's not only is it reduced cost, but it's also my first one, so it's half cost as well on top of that. So it's going to be really cheap, cost just a little population, just a little less than 2 turns of population. So I'm going to queue that up so I can get my next city built over here. Alright. And Satura the Dark has leveled up. That's great. Since she is still unable to lead her own army, I'm not going to focus on any of the army leading abilities. Strong Will would be awesome. Immune to mind control and 100% protection to spirit. That would really dedicate her to my side. Touch of Faith bestows 3 resistance and 400 morale, which really greatly increases the chance of my unit getting a critical hit and protecting them from magical damage. I think I am going to get Touch of Faith. That'll also help her level up faster, too, by using that once per battle. I could also get Turn Undead to attempt them to cause undead to panic and flee. Why would an undead ever get panicked? Like, I don't get that. But okay. I mean, I think, like, stunning an undead would make more sense, but... Curing Disease would be good, but that's only really against goblins and some other units, so I don't really need that. In fact, I'm going to focus more on her strength, her range damage. Now she's up to 10 damage, and her survivability, because if she dies, she ain't coming back for a while. A long while. I thought I said... Did I say not now last time? No, I require a different type of hero. I don't want an Archdruid. I want a mage. I don't even have a spell to summon like animals yet, so the druid can't utilize those. And that is the end of my turn. I really still need to find that bandit camp. God, everywhere is swampland around here. Going into the forest filled with, like, the only path to take in between the forest is swampland. That is not good. And I can't move my units by themselves right now, because if there isn't indeed a bandit camp, they'll be caught out and get destroyed. Okay, so my barracks did finish, so my settler's gonna go. What hero did I get this time? A human theocrat. Well, the problem is, buddy, I already have a theocrat. And as nice as you might be, I've already taken out 2 necromancer camps, so I don't think I'm going to be getting attacked by undead anytime soon. So I require another type. Again, I want a mage. Okay, so let's move into the swamplands. I'm going to just try to move just enough to maybe find this. I don't think I'm going to be able to. That's going to be unfortunate. I see a tower. If I capture that tower, it might give me a lot of sight, but this swampland is just so large and vast. It really puts a damper on my movement. It looks like that's all I could do this turn, actually. Oh, I can start casting my Transform Fire node. I didn't think about that last turn, but now I can actually get that going. Give me an additional 10 mana. So doubling the mana production of that node and giving me also an additional 5 knowledge, which will be very great to have. Okay, so let's keep moving these guys. If we take this tower, we've made it through the swamps. Let's take this tower so we can see the area around it. Ah, they're filled with little creatures wielding pitchforks and what appears to be some sort of tube. Did they just throw a chicken at me? And he threw a chicken at me. Oh god, he did. Whoa, he got a critical hit, but I got lucky. So there we go. Avoid that damage. Ah, shoot some fireworks. I got them rocket launchers on them, eh? Fireworks can cause enemies to be dazed. Huh. Okay. Well, they all attacked, so now they all have their defense down, so they're just, honestly, just a rabble. They got a lot of luck, though. 23% luck. That is pretty hefty. So I'm going to try to attack with my Spirit Rays. Let's get a little closer. So that way I have... see, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I wanted to get 2 attacks rather than 1, because if they get lucky... Okay, I got Inflict Chill on them. And they're dead. Sweet. Finished off them. Don't have to worry about those guys. Now these Pike, I don't think these guys... Okay, they can only throw a chicken once every battle. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. They're just some farmers, halfling farmers. They are not in range of anything, but I do want to put them in... Are they considered pikemen? Because, oh, they are considered pikemen. Oh, that is unfortunate. I definitely can't put out my cavalry. But I don't want them both to go into defensive stance, so what I'm going to do is just put a unit up right here. And so only one of them will get to attack him this turn, so that'll be fine. We'll move up with the cavalry. Sadly, I should have used the cavalry to kill the rocketmen, since they can't really do much against these pikemen. Ha! I got lucky. And this is what I was talking about here earlier, having to fight hobbits on a cosmic happening, which gives them a lot higher chances of lucky. We're going to be seeing a lot of that this battle. We already have, in fact. Get some flanking arrow shot. Lucky. Love it. I am loving this. This is just great. Now that they're turned, I can actually move back, get behind him, and get another shot on him. Ha! Critical hit. They didn't get lucky that time. Now, I could finish this off with my knights, but they have first strike, unless I didn't turn them around all the way. So what I'm going to do is move up Satura the Dark so she can get some attacks in. I can't get lucky there. And this guy right here, he has his defense up. But I'm going to still try to chill him with my lightning shocks. Lucky. Alright, they are actually going to get 2 attacks on my hero for about 10 to 14 damage. That's pretty hefty. Sadly, I can't really do much about that, because if I put him a little too close, closer than I should have. Hello guys, and welcome to the stream. Feel free to give me some suggestions or tips or hints or anything like that. We're doing a big epic map campaign. I didn't do the largest size map because I wanted to actually have some city battles sooner rather than later. But we do have everything set to a slower setting to make this feel more like a grand campaign, a really long strategic battle between for the world. I ensured that there was one leader of every race except halflings, because there's 9 races and can only have 8 people in each match, so kind of limiting there, but tried my best. Whew, those civic guards barely made it out of there, dude. They have like 1 HP. But we got the tower, so now we got some sight. Now we can maybe try to find these bandits. Ah, my luck, dude. Where did they come from? These bandits came from this forest and walked out to here earlier on. They had to come from the east, but I am not seeing anything. I see the coast along this whole side here. They did not come from this. There is a treasure chest there, however. I would like to get that, and a berry bush that I could utilize to get my units back, but this swampland really puts a hinder on their movement. Let's go ahead and see what we could do with our level ups here. I could get an Orcish ability, Warcry. I think that only affects melee damage, though. Physical damage, yeah, not range damage. Martial arts is a must. That ability is a must. Martial arts adds a 5 defensive bonus against any attacks of opportunity and retaliations. So